Welcome back to Bone Smoking Sizzle. Today we make something special. It's called Chorizo Verde, and this one is definitely not for the faint-hearted. You will see on the ingredients alone. For the Chorizo Verde we need 1 kilo of pork shoulder. I've already cut it to smaller pieces because we need a pre-mix. From the herbs and spices we need following. We need 14 grams of table salt per kilo. We need 1 gram of ground black pepper per kilo. We need 3 grams of ground cayenne pepper per kilo. We need 2 grams of cumin per kilo. I'm using cumin seeds. We need 4 grams of ground coriander per kilo. We need 10 grams of dried chipotle chili per kilo. We need 10 grams of fresh garlic per kilo. We need 90 grams of fresh chopped coriander per kilo. We need 200 grams of tomatillos, also the green tomatoes. I couldn't get them, I used the next thing close to it. And what we need is we need 200 grams of poblano chili and 15 grams of serrano chili. I've mixed them both together, they're already chopped. And we need 90 grams of white wine vinegar per kilo. On the casings we need pork casing. I'm using 28 to 30 mil, but you also can use a slightly larger size. So as you can see, this one is definitely not for the faint-hearted. It has a lot of herbs and spices in there and also the chili. So it's gonna be a spicy version. And the next thing what we need to do is we need to set up the grinder with the 5mm blade. I've set up the grinder. As what you see here is the 5mm blades. But before we start grinding now, we need to start mixing a little bit of the herbs and spices into the meat. So let's start getting in some of the spices. So we need to put in the salt and all the dried herbs and spices. We also put in the tomatillos, also in that case the tomatoes, what I had. I removed the seeds from those ones here. We put in the chilies. And we put in the coriander. And also the garlic I need to dice quickly. So let's put in also the garlic. It's just coarsely chopped. And that's it. Now we're gonna give it a quick mix. Let's mix this one here. Because what I want to do is just mix the meat with all the ingredients. What we don't put in yet is the vinegar. That goes in as last. That will do. Now we grind that. Let's grind that. So that's nearly done. Get the last bit out of it. That's it. Now we need to give it a good mix. As you can see, you all those green spots in there. That's why it's called Verde. Now we add some of the vinegar. Now the rest of the vinegar. And now we really have to mix this one here. You really have to mix this one here. Because of the vinegar as well, it works against the binding. So you want the binding. If you have problems creating a binding, then what you could use is you could use a little bit of baking powder or use some cornstarch into it. Just a few grams will do. That will help you if you can't get the binding. But I'm getting there now. So a few more minutes and she is ready. So she is ready. And now what we do is we're gonna put them into the filler. That's what it looks like. You can see a lot of green spots, of course, because chili and coriander. Let's put them in the filler. Let's get it in there. So that's it. Let's push it down, get the air out, and start filling. Let's get the casing ready. So put some water in there. So make a knot in it and start filling. Fill it semi-firm. There's air. So what do we use is with a poker. Get the air out. Here we go. See if we got enough casings here. Let's see. Hopefully. Just about. Good. Let's twist them. You want to twist them about 10 centimeters long. So press again, turn and twist. So nearly done. The last one is a little bit longer, or we can make a short one out of it, it doesn't matter. Let's make a little one out of it and fold it over. So the twisting is done, you can see it's fairly easy. Let me show what the sausages look like. You can see the chilies in there, and you can see also a little bit the red of the tomatoes, and the dried chili and the coriander really comes through. When you make this sausage, what's important is to get a binding into it. The issue what it will have is that the vinegar works against the binding. And if the temperature is not everything is right, it will not bind properly. So what you can do is just a tip of mine is you could use a little bit of cornstarch or potato starch, like 5 to 10 grams per kilo, or use 5 grams of baking powder. That will help you to generate the binding if you need to, but you will see that when you start mixing the sausage. That's a great little sausage, so what you need to do as well is you need to hang it for at least a day, so 24 hours, and let it drip off because it needs to settle now, the flavor needs to enhance, and after that it's going to be really nice once you fry it. I hope you enjoyed this recipe of the Chorizo Verde, which is a Mexican version. If you did, hit the thumbs up, like the video, subscribe to my channel, share the video, tell others about it. Otherwise, I wish you all the best, make sausages, have fun and enjoy. Till the next time, see ya, bye bye.